So yeah, safety was one of the things that hit me really hard, because growing up, you as a teenager, you want to go out with your friends, and we had to be really really careful, because we were uh, listening and hearing all the stories about like people get killed because they didn't want to give their shoes or their phone away, because if your shoes were like cute and I want it, I just point a gun at you, and if you don't want it or you are running, they shoot you, and that's it. And like the policemen, they weren't doing anything about it. Like even if they had a picture of the murder, they didn't care. So we were, and we are by ourselves, like hopeless. Safety is not good. That's why a lot of people, when they say, "Oh, Venezuela, I want to go there," no, what are you talking about? Don't go there. You are risking your life. Yeah, I was robbed when they point a gun on you. Take your things 3 times. Um, and yes, it's not good. So Chavez died, and everything started to get worse. Um, of course, in all this time, opposition people, they were going out on the street and doing protests, riots, and all this stuff. The channels, like TV channels, radio, they couldn't say anything about it, like what was going on the street, because obviously they were the government was not happy with those protests, and they sent policemen to defend the government, and they sent people from the government, like they look like civilian but with guns, to defend the government. So they were killing people on the street, the opposition people. My father was there, and I remember my mom being really worried when one of those days happened. Um, and one of the most famous channel in my country, they show the truth to the people, and Chavez closed the channel. He said like, no, you are no, you are talking, you're telling lies to my people, so you don't deserve to be alive. So yeah, they shut down their channel, and they did that with a lot of other channels and a lot of other radios. So yeah, you cannot talk bad about the government there. So yeah, Chavez died, everything got worse. Maduro was the guy that he chose for being in the power. He was a bus driver that he felt really connected with Chavez, and he was like, he got involved in the politics stuff, supporting Chavez, even he when he was not ready, because he didn't know anything about politics. He doesn't know how to run a country, and you can tell because every word that he speaks, you can tell. In my country, when the president wants to say something, they do in every channel. You see the president in every channel. It's like a law. You don't see anything else, just the president in every channel and radio. Yes, weird. So well, the things got worse. Um, all the things that I heard that probably will happen in my country happened. Things like old people, they were saying like, this is gonna be like Cuba. You're gonna see, we're gonna make lines for food, uh, and for things that we need. And yeah, that happened. And I remember when I heard the first time that, I was like, how can we be like that? No, this is not gonna happen. Never is gonna happen. And I felt bad for people in Cuba that they were making lines, how as they are, they were talking. And yes, it happened, and I made those lines. I mean, like, I was there a bunch of time with my mom. We were splitting all over the city, because she was like, oh, Lorena, go to this supermarket because they have harina pan, that is the thing that we use for make arepas, and I'm gonna go to the other supermarket because they are gonna sell milk. So yeah, we were all over the place just for getting food. So the things were like really really going down. um all the service were like collapsing. Most private companies, they were taken. A lot of people, they were feeling like desperate, especially young people, you know, that they were like trying to survive and being someone, like being big, you know, they were like making families and they couldn't, so they started to leave the country. uh, they were people that were prepared, that they were from college graduate. um, yeah, that started to happen. I remember that a lot of people, they were losing friends, like, oh, my friend is leaving. A lot of families, they were missing family members, till that reality hit me. So the things were not good. Like when you think that they cannot be worse, they are gonna be worse. And my family were like, okay, you need to leave. And that's, well, they were saying that for a long time, like for 2 years. And I was like, no, I want to stay, I want to stay. Because I was in love with my country. All my friends, well, most of my friends, they still there. They were there. And I was like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to. Till I was affected by that, because I was, of course, when I was like getting older, I was able to go to those protests. And a lot of time I got like almost hurt, and or yeah, like no breathing, because they were like throwing gas to us. And I was chased by some government guys, because I was posting tweets against the government. So all this stuff is starting to happen. My life was in risk, in danger. So my parents, yeah, they were like, okay, it's now or never. So that's why I came. uh, I decided to came for a while. Of course, doing something that was learning English. My English was not like this before I came here. Like almost no English. I came here in a low intermediate level. And this year that I have been here, it helped me a lot. Year and a half. And yeah, of course, my parents are still down there. Most of my friends now, they left, and some family members, as my brothers, they left. Um, but yeah, my parents are they still there, and we just went through one of the most longest one of the longest blackouts in my country. They were like no power for 5 days. That means no power, no water, because if without electricity, how can they send the water to your house? uh, and a lot of people are dying, because of course, when the time is running, less things you can find down there. First was food, now it's medicines. Hospitals, they don't have how to take patients, because they don't have materials, so they are dying. That's why um, a lot of people are like asking for aid, and they did it. They collect a lot of things, and oh my god, it's a lot of things that I have been happening now. Yeah, they try to get the aid in, and they couldn't, because Maduro, he doesn't want to. Maduro is not the legit president now, because all the elections that we had since, I don't know, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, they are bad elections. Like